Hey, how's it going? Mr. Deadman here of the Deadman's Tome podcast. You know, it's pretty messed up and a bad message, very disingenuous, when a bunch of rich kids, spoiled rich kids who lived with their mommy and daddy, went to college maybe on some nice scholarship, maybe a grant, maybe paid for by a corporation or maybe their money. They have plenty of resources. And they want to turn around and complain that people shouldn't work, that the proletariat should rise up, that these corporations are bad, man, when it's the same corporations that their mommy and daddy work at. And they drive like Mercedes-Benz, they wear nice stuff, they live in nice places. These people, who are these people I'm talking about? Antifa. A bunch of spoiled-ass rich kids who think Marxism is a great idea, who thinks communism is a great idea. These are spoiled-ass rich kids who their sole goal is for anarchy. They want to destroy everything. They want to destroy what they hate. And their hate is so misguided. I don't even understand. But that's what they are. Now, some people blame Trump for Antifa. I have to say, what the fuck are you talking about? What are you smoking? To be like, well, Trump is a fascist. Well, hold on, stop right there. If you're trying to say Trump is literally Hitler, you're a fucking moron. Trump is not literally goddamn fucking Hitler. All right? Stop smoking the crack. Put the crack pipe down, okay? He's not literally fucking Hitler. Trump is no more authoritarian than Bush or Obama is. In fact, you could kind of make an argument that he's less, since he's trying to pull people out. He's trying to pull our troops out of wars. He's dragging his feet on bombing places. It's like he doesn't really want to be in. He doesn't really want military engagement unless unless that's his only choice. He talks tough. You have to talk tough. When you are the leader of the free world, you have to talk tough. Oh, some people like the Obama approach better. Talk smooth, but be a ruthless motherfucker. Don't give me. Some people give Obama a pass. A lot of people give Obama a pass. Say he was a smooth talker, great president. He lied to us. His whole campaign was on lie. Change. What fucking change? He dragged his feet on everything. Change. Goddamn motherfucker. He kept the wars going. He kept Guantanamo Bay open. He passed Operation Choke Point, which extended the powers of the Patriot Act had. It's crazy. It ruthlessly drone strike just anyone, even U.S. citizens. Ruthless. Where was the protest in against a fascist president? Oh, because he's a smooth talker. Fuck you guys. But I'm not interested in a pissing contest compared to presidents. My point is, though, he's no more a fascist than the other guys. He's no more. People say he says dumb stuff. Okay, fine. He says dumb stuff. Whatever. So did Bush. Anyway, Antifa, you could say it's a reaction to Trump, sure. And I'll go down that argument with you. Fine. It's a reaction, but it's also a reaction funded by the DNC. Well, funded by the Clinton Foundation, funded by George Soros. People say, oh, that's a conspiracy. It's not, you motherfucker. Look into it. If you think it's just a conspiracy that George Soros is part of the funding for Antifa, and you don't look into it, you just look at some sort of fact-checking website and say, oh, they said it was false, so it's false. You're a fucking sheep. Wake the fuck up. Seriously. All these news outlets, Fox News, CNN, everyone, they're all gonna fucking lie to you to one degree. You can't take anyone. You can't take any one of them at face value. You have to look into what they're talking about. Okay, just go to the source, follow it. Look at the tax returns. Look at the nonprofits that are funding these other nonprofits, and you'll see it. There is a connection there. I mean, it's really not that hard to fathom. The mystery is not hard to unravel. Okay, look, a lot of the people that get recruited into Antifa are, well, they're stray teens, misguided teens, troubled youth. No place to go. There's also a lot of college kids who become indoctrinated because of the stuff that they hear about in college. College, you're going to hear about communism is great. Communism is great from professors who all they have to do to get paid is repeat that nonsense. That's like, okay. Meantime, the students they're taking that like a sponge, absorbing that knowledge. Are the same students who their mommy and daddy work at corporations, the same students who probably don't even have a job because they wouldn't want to bother to work, right? Not at all. Couldn't be bothered to do it. No, in fact, that's bullshit. That's fucking bullshit. But so they get that ideology in them. They become indoctrinated. They recruit that way, and then you have nonprofits or things like Refuse Fascism as one of them that does get funding from George Soros, places like Alliance for Global Justice, which is a George Soros funded nonprofit. They do get money from the Clinton Foundation. They do get money from other governors, other donors that have Democratic affiliation. They do get support from Bernie Sanders. They do get support from various politicians. So it's supported. It's grown. And you know this. You've seen this when the politicians and the talking heads at CNN and other news outlets will clap and cheer on when Antifa will punch Nazis in the street. I can't believe I had to defend Nazis. I don't want to defend Nazis. Fuck Nazis too. But if you're going to openly go and punch people in the street because they they say something you don't like, that's battery. That's full-on fucking battery. Okay? You'll be charged for that and you do your time. They're like, it's hate speech, hate speech. You know what's hate speech? A lot of the stuff this weekend, the stuff that Antifa's been saying on Twitter, way worse than anything Trump has ever said. Full on saying they're going to go to the suburbans of these towns, these, and mess with these houses now. Full on threatening. Anyway, but yeah, when people saw Antifa having like violence against neo-Nazis or whatever, people cheered that on. Okay. Now, with these riots, it's very clear that Antifa was involved in that as agitators. And if you don't believe that, were you paying attention? Were you looking at it? Look at the riot footage. Look what you see. You see these skinny-ass white kids wearing all black with black bandanas around their mouth. What is that? Those are white supremacists. Actually, they might be kind of, sort of, because Antifa might actually be becoming the white supremacists. After all, there are white people saying they support Black Lives Matter, but they will help and sabotage and destroy black communities in the name of Black Lives Matter to get them further angry. They must not really care about the plight of black people. Anyway, Antifa is definitely involved in that nonsense. That nonsense. And even now, people cheer that on. People will say, oh, what's wrong with Antifa? Antifa's great. When Trump said Antifa is now going to be designated as a terrorist organization, people were defending Antifa. Are you fucking insane? Look, man, I'm not for deplatforming people, but, if you want to, I guess, withhold your money from celebrities or businesses or whatever that support Antifa, feel free to. That's one thing I'm going to do. If you know someone who actively supports Antifa, talk to them. If there's someone you know, like a friend or someone, they might be confused. They might be really misguided. Because on the face, being anti-fascist sounds, I guess, good. And I'll get to why I said guess. Because in the historical sense, because going against Nazi Germany, because that's what they're talking about, right? When they say fascist, they're talking about like a Nazi Germany regime. But they'll apply that label to America. We're nothing even close to a Nazi Germany regime. What are you talking about? Living in fantasy land. And it's like, why are you using that term of all other terms? You could be saying authoritarian. You could be using some other stuff. But no, you're using that term. Because what's the counter for that? Communism? What is it that you guys want? Anymore, that term fascism is becoming confused. It's losing its meaning. The average person on the street, the average American, the average working American who doesn't have time for this nonsense is looking at it now. I wouldn't put it past them if they're like, what the fuck are you talking about? Fascist? Fascist what? Man. But yeah, if you see people that support Antifa, definitely talk to them. Maybe you can reach out to them. Maybe you can enlighten them on how they're not the anti-fascists that they say they are. They're very militant, and they seem really gung-ho to just destroy things, just to stir shit up, just to cause it, just to cause it, just to fuck with things. If you know any businesses that support them, don't spend your money there. Don't give them your money. Anyway, I'll wrap this video up here. Anyway, you have a good one.